What's going on? So I wanted to give y'all an update on my A plus setups that I saw happen in August, and I will be sure to post some more recent ones that I've seen in September. But this was just an amazing week. Like, you know how you'll have your A plus setup, and sometimes it's hard to be patient and wait on it. But then you look back through the week and you just like, damn, it happened every day. My bad, I just hit my head. But look, I'm like, man, like if I would have just waited on my A plus setup, I would have went crazy this month. But anyway though, so we starting off on, I believe it was August the 11th. So I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to your bias, to me, bias is really just drawn liquidity and order flow. That's really all you need. If you can see the order flow, the high time frame order flow, like from the 15 minutes to the 4 hours, sometimes the daily, if you need to, but you really can just eyeball the data. Like clearly we bullish, clearly. Like this week in June went crazy. If you bought down here and just held, June went crazy. We go sideways, we extend some more, we come back down, but we respecting this low right here, respecting this daily fair value gap right here. This counter gets engulfed. Like, come on. We bullish. We bullish. Clear as day. So I'm looking for higher prices. All right. So coming in to Monday, right? Coming into Monday, you really just want to focus on, let me write this up here. You really just want to focus on these. Time-based liquidity, which is previous day high, previous week high and low, Asian and London high and lows. That's all you need, I promise. Like, if you just focus on these, you make so much money. And honestly, I'm talking to myself right now because there's been so many times where I tried to trade in pre-market or tried to front run the market and had I just waited. Especially like when you see, hold on, wait. Let me just type it in here. A time-based liquidity sweep plus delivery from a high time frame FEG is a plus. For real though, like it's a plus. Like whenever I see this, the market going crazy. But anyway though, let's get into the examples. So I believe on August the 11th, my favorite one that I like to see is like a London low sweep and a 15-minute or higher fair value gap. But a lot of times I've seen it in a 1 hour fair value gap, but I don't mind seeing it in a 15 minutes. So let's just play this price action out and see how it react. So all right, we got Asian, usually consolidation, and then we got London coming down, right? London coming down. Now this really an implied fair value gap right here, and we already inverted this fair value gap, and we respected this fair value gap. So we got London. Look at how it's reacting to Asian low. You got this pin bar right here, and you got this hourly bearish fair value gap. So this could get inverted, and it did. So we got a hourly inversion fair value gap that came from a sweep of a key level. All right, but you gotta think, I'm knocked out right now. I ain't even up. I ain't even looking at the market. 7 o'clock, I'm probably, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I got this in New York time. I'm probably still getting ready for work. But look at this though. You got London low right here, and it's resting and a 15-minute fair value gap. I don't know. I kind of like this one a little more though. This one right here. So if you was on your charts and you had these levels marked, all you gotta do is just wait. Something that I'm currently working on. Just wait. 15-minute fair value gap. We got London low resting above it. All right. So how we gonna react? Come opening bell. And what news do we have on this day? President Trump speaks at 9 a.m. All right, so 9:15. Let's go to the 5-minute. Let's go ahead and mark out stock open. Okay, so stock open. I usually wait 15 minutes in the stock open just for like the manipulation. Cause a lot of times I try to catch the market like right at 9:35 and it will hand my butt right to me. So we're gonna wait this out. So here we go, 9:35. 9:35 candle. Let me see, okay. So it's 9:45. Okay, we coming lower. Now the macro just started. Macro coming into the 10 a.m. reversal. 10 a.m. power 3. All right, now I ain't gonna lie. So I see this. You know, this might make you a little excited, right? But you gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Go to the 5-minute. Cause I ain't gonna lie, look at this price action. Like, I don't really see nothing. Like, do this look appealing to you? Nah. But we got liquidity resting on both sides though. You got Asian highs and London highs and pre-market highs. That's some LR right there. We got London low resting above 15-minute fair value gap. Let's keep playing it out. Now you could have got caught in that one candle, right? Okay, so now, right now, my eyes go off like a deer in the headlights. Cause we near the 1050 macro, which would be 9:50 Central Standard Time, right? And we just touched London low and we tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap with clean draws on liquidity above us, right? And we got a 5-minute BPR right here too. So we got overlapping PD arrays over here. 5-minute fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap, London low sweep within a 15-minute fair value gap. Let's zoom in a little bit, see what's going on. You gotta really be patient right here. So now, not only did we sweep London low, we done swept New York low. Now, this right here, come on, man. You see this line? You see that sweep? So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a change in the state of delivery. Change in state of delivery. Swept London low, New York low, and the 15-minute fair value gap. I ain't gonna cap. Cause if I go to the 1 minute, yeah. Got a 1 minute inversion coming like a forever model. So me, just gonna hop in buys. Stop loss at the low. TP at, I'm gonna put this at London highs, right? And then when you look at that, I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, lately I kind of been just wanting to get 2-to-1. So let's just do 2-to-1. Well, let me see. We got 2-to-1 right here. I'm trying to make this a little skinnier. All right, let's play this out. TP up here though. All right, so what would you like to see in this scenario? Because I ain't gonna lie, like when I'm managing trades, I'm realizing now that it's way better to just watch the order flow. So if you're in this trade and you down $100, just manage your risk. You want to see this fair value gotta get respected. You don't want to see no closures below this mean threshold. Look at that. We like this. We like this. Now you gotta think though. When this candle was forming, it did something like this, and then it closed. You could have got shaken out right here. Even right now, you can get a little nervous. But man, you gotta just trust the process. All right. So now we got price. We swept this low, went in the fair value gap, and we closed above this. So now this is a protected low. And we closed above this high. So now I would want to see this bearish fair value gap get inverted. Let me see where I got it at. I know I got a it's like a question mark IFVG. Where is it? I don't know. We'll just make it right now. Appreciate y'all being patient with me. Turn this off. Gray. This is 0. I would want to see this get inverted. All right. So once I see this right, at this point, I would probably decrease my risk in half, and I probably would have took some partials. But, you know, since we're in replay mode, I can't take no partials. But I ain't gonna lie, one thing that I learned from more trades, shout out to more trades, when you see price action like this, you are very tempted to like trail it like right here, right? You want to secure 500, but in reality, you really need to see price mitigate these gaps and show that they being respected before you use them to trail. Because if you trail them, the market like to rebalance and balance it, so it's gonna rebalance and stop you out and then go to your TP. So let's just wait it out. Now you see this, we almost by TP. At this point, I ain't gonna lie, I would put my stop loss at 2R, and if I get stopped out, I don't care. TP. But you see how, like, you know, in a real trade though, I would have wanted to see us come down. Let me see. Where that path at? I would have wanted to see something like this. I would have wanted us to come down right here, maybe to like the discount. And this right here is where most people get stopped out because they see it coming to their entry and they like, oh my God, I'm about to lose, I'm about to lose. But nah, it come down here. I want to see something like this, maybe a little consolidation, then maybe like a sweep, and then we displays higher, then go off. I don't know why it's doing it. Yeah, then we go off. But, you know, days like today, you got lucky and it just straight green all the way to the TP. Took out both draws on liquidity. Fire trade. So what do we see though? London sweep, New York sweep, 15-minute fair value gap. Our entry was on the change and stay delivery with displacement. Now, I usually like a IFVG and a change in state, but hey, we only got a change in state. But it had displacement though. And we broke structure right here. So, I mean, technically you could look at this like a breaker, but yeah, this technically is a breaker. And like, I ain't gonna lie, if you confused on what a breaker is or the blocks for value gaps, go to T-Trade's channel. He got some great beginner videos to teach you what it is. But if you know what an order block is, essentially a breaker block is just a failed order block. Because technically, if we was bearish, we would have respected this bearish order block right here. Once it got formed, we would have never closed above it. We would have kept going down. But, all right, on to the next one. I can delete all these drawings. On to the next. I'm gonna go to the hourly. That's another thing too, bro. Once you make your money, get out the market. Get off the chart. Get off the chart. Get off the charts. So what we got for Tuesday? So for Tuesday, I believe this was CPI. Yep, Tuesday was CPI. So on this day, right, you want to wait like 30 minutes after CPI releases before you make any kind of moves for real. So let me see. This Monday. All right. Let's fast forward. So we got London. Hold on, wait. Let me go back. Let me go back one, cause I think I want y'all to see the CPI counter. So I ain't gonna lie, me, I always like to mark previous days high and previous days low, cause sometimes they can either be a draw or they can be the sweep. It can be a setup and a draw. So, boom. All right, so we got Monday low, Monday high. We in Tuesday. So I ain't gonna lie, I love when I see like a Asian and London consolidation profile, because most of the time price is gonna sweep one side and you sweeping two key levels and then it'll give you a nice move. So, all right, so let's look at this price action though. So when we got into this buy there in New York, right, we came out, we swept this high. Got this mean rejection wick. I'm gonna count it down and we create this order block. So now, if we was truly bullish, I'm just talking about this evening price action. If we was truly bullish, right, within this range, we would have swept this low. We would have did this and swept the low, swept this low, and then we would have kept going higher. But we didn't. We made an order block, respected it, kept going down. But look at this counter though. Look at how we reacting to this fair value gap. Let me see how I got it. Look at how we reacting to this fair value gap. Right? So we got Asian lows, London lows, yesterday low, resting inside of a 1 hour fair value gap and a 1 hour order block right here. If you can see that counter right here. So let's go to the 15-minute. All right, so news come out right here, right? Come out at 8:30 at New York Open. Let's play it out. Now, see, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this, right? When I saw this, I was like, yeah, we bullish on the day. Cause look look at how clean this is. Like I know I told y'all don't try to front run CPI, but this was like the one day where I was like, bruh, I really could have front run it. Look at this sweep. We sweep relative lows, and then we got an inversion right here. We got an inversion right there. And we got a CISD right there. I'm just leave it green. Y'all know what it mean. Yeah, so we got CISD and an inversion. And then look at this respect. And we create another order block. I ain't gonna lie. Right now, me, like, if I was being, I just want to play it just to see. If I was being, you know, you could have targeted, could have got a little greedy and targeted maybe like this high and this fair value gap. So let's just see. Let's just see. I might lose. Let me see. So let me see. 815, 820, 825. Here goes CPI. Boom. It was just too obvious though. It was just too obvious, bro. Like, and I was targeting this high within this fair value gap. Shout out to Doji. You know what I mean? I love targeting a high that's within a fair value gap. Hold on, wait, I wasn't trying to do that. I love targeting like highs and lows within fair value gaps is great liquidity. And you could have targeted yesterday high, but still though, it's like, man, what? We swept. Technically, we swept Asian low right here, and then we came back to that same sweep level, and we swept that low again. And then I'm pretty sure, let me see. So we swept London low, Asia low, and a 1 hour fair value gap. Failed to displace below yesterday low. CPI went crazy. But let's just see, like, okay, you know, if we was being professional traders, how would this have played out? If we didn't, you know, even though we saw like a good setup, how would this have played out into open? All right, so we took out yesterday high. Let me see. So 845. Where is stock open at? All right, so you go to the 15-minute. Clearly we got an obvious POI to frame a trade in. So like me, when I say POI, that stands for point of interest. So like, to me, it's just an area or a level where you are creating scenarios in your head, and based on like which scenario play out, it's like, okay, is it holding support? Is it holding resistance? Is we respecting bearish PD arrays and disrespecting bullish PD arrays, or are we respecting bullish PD arrays and disrespecting bearish? So in this scenario, right, notice we just swept yesterday high. Can't really use these no more because they already got taken out. But we can look at this and be like, okay, like within this leg, it's a discount right here. Now we might not get this low though. So something that I like to do when I see this is I like to use the gun box. Where is that? I be forgetting where stuff be at sometimes. So yeah, I could have used this gun box to see which quadrant it was gonna react in. Yeah, EQ of range. So all right, let me go to the 5-minute. Turn this into a 15-minute fair value gap. All right, then wait on open. So right at open, we going crazy. Now I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would have got in right here. Now I ain't gonna lie, right here though. Cause look, we in a 15-minute fair value gap. We got a 1 minute. Got a 1 minute change in the state right here. Got an order block, fair value gap. We filled this. Gotta protect the low right here. I don't know. I might take it. I might de-risk though. Nah, I ain't gonna de-risk. Let's play it. I might get stopped out. I don't know. But let's see. Let's just go for a 1 to 2. Stop loss below that order block. Ooh. We got hit. Should have been more patient. But it's cool though. So let me see what time is it. The macro coming up. And we just inverted this gap and this gap. We still got the EQ right here. And the 50 level of the fair value gap right here. So let's keep playing it out. See what happens. So now we got a sweep of some relative lows coming into the CE of this. So let's mark this out. Might be a sweep. You just gotta sit here and watch price, see what happened. All right, so we came a little lower. Okay. Notice we came into the discount of the range, and now we see price displacing higher. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Technically, I would want to wait on the close above this, but when you see a candle like disrespect the mean threshold of a fair value gap, because I feel like in cases of Doji, this really an advanced CISD. Once it closed above this, because technically, like somewhere on the lower time frames, a IFVG and a CISD already happened. So I'll play it. Stops right here. TP at New York high. So that's kind of like a 1-to-1. Probably like a 1 to 1.3 or something like that. I don't know. But we're going to play it out. Now we got the IFVG. Dang. Gotta stop that again. That's crazy. So one more. And bring this down. So you would have been 2. You would have been 0-2. Take this one more time, man. Sometimes it be like that. Probably would have been a break-even day. Yeah, so now that we inverted this fair value gap, I'm gonna bring my stops to this protected low right here because it came out of a fair value gap. I ain't gonna lie, on the low, I might go closer to break even right now just because I want to see that hold. All right. Yeah, so now we can go right here. More likely for an ATP, yep. Now I don't know what that price was before I took them 2 losses, but I think I broke back even, or I got close to it. But it just goes to show, man, sometimes like you can see a perfect setup and your stop loss might be the one sweep that price needed before we actually went somewhere. But it seemed like it happened. Let me see. So this is like the 950 macro. So yeah. But them gonna be my, let me see. Do I want to do one more? Yeah, let's do one more. Let's do one more. But notice though, we still up 3 bands. Still up 3 bands, even though we took 2 losses. Because I realized this, like when you trading, it's not about your win rate. It's about how you manage your risk. Because you can have an 80% win rate and still lose money. Because what if all your wins is coming from early closings? Like, as soon as you get a little profit, you closing it. But when you losing bigger than your wins. If your losses are 2x of your wins, then you ain't making no money. It don't matter how many wins you got. But if you can have a 50% win rate, and if your wins are twice or triple the amount of your losses, you're making money. That's when I started realizing, like, bro, you can have a 20% win rate, but if you manage risk right, you can still be profitable. So I was like, all right. So let's do one more. Let's do one more. I kind of want to do Thursday. So I think I really like Thursday price action. So let's so Tuesday. Let me see, this Tuesday, right? So this is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. All right, let's fast forward to Thursday. All right, so what levels we got? Now, if I recall, let me go back a little bit. Cause I know if I show the daily chart, so within the daily, I didn't want to show that, but either way, it's cool. I noticed we had a daily fair value gap right here, right? Daily fair value gap, and we got yesterday low within that fair value gap. I didn't even see that. So we got yesterday lower than a daily fair value gap. I be forgetting how big these boxes be sometimes. All right, we're good now. Okay. So we got Wednesday. All right, so let's fast forward. Got Asian printing, then London. Got news coming up at 8:30. What's the news on Thursday? Excuse me. 7:30. Oh, my bad. It say 7:30 because I got this in Central Standard, but it's really 8:30. I don't want to cause no confusion. All right. Let me see. So we can scoot this out. So 8:30 news. PPI. That's PPI, right? Yeah, PPI. Boom. Boom. Take out London low, this low, these relative lows, this low, and yesterday low into a daily fair value gap. So now, kind of want to go to the 15. I mean, to the 5 and the 3 minute now. Because what if you got a setup before we even get the stock open? It'd be one of them days where it's tempting because it's like, if it's so clean, bro, like this, come on. Look at it. Look at that. They look so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Beautiful. You got a 3 minute inversion that just swept yesterday low into a daily fair value gap. I ain't gonna lie, I'm taking it. I know stock open coming, but it's like, bruh, I'm taking it. TP right here at the relative highs. Probably could take a partial once we close above this. Stop loss, I would be a little lenient and put it like just a little bit below there, just to be cautious. Let's check our risk. So what is that? That's a 1, 2, 6.5. Let me see. What would be a 2? Let's go. Let's go for a 2. I think I should be safe right there. So we got high time frame order flow. Clearly was bullish since we made a daily fair value gap. We sweeping yesterday low. Within the daily fair value gap, we below London low, below Asia low. We got news manipulation. Let's play it out. So now we got this IFVG. This is our defense. Got to market defense and watch how prices reacting to it. So what do we want to see right here? Like, okay, one thing I learned about the phases of price, when you see expansion, met with expansion, that's in the reversal, right? So this expansion was met with some more expansion because we disrespected a bearish PD array. Now, when you see expansion consolidation, that might mean that a reversal is like finna keep going in the last expansion's direction. Because if we would have expanded, you know, clearly we're going lower, then we probably would have consolidated and respected bearish PD arrays and kept going lower. But that ain't what happened. We respecting this inversion right now. So what would I like to see? I want to see an order block get formed right here. Then I want to see a protected low. This low right here get protected from this one becoming an order block. So let's play it up. You got stock open coming. Oh, now you see this right before stock open. More than likely, stock open probably finna go crazy. And our entry is an order block. So I ain't even gonna mark it because it's just gonna be too many lines on the screen. All right, so we respecting this candle, this disrespect candle, and we respecting this order block. Failed to displace this low right here. So we respecting this low. We got a low, a higher low, a higher low. Got order blocks being created. IVG getting respected. Let's keep going. Expansion. Keep playing it out. Until we see order flow give us a read in the trail, we chilling. Okay, so got the order block right here. Want to see this order block support price before we use it. So look, you see that? Look at how we came into this order block and it created a hammer candle. So now I want to see this become an order block. And order blocks that touch a previous order block and a fair value gap. Come on now. This order block created a fair value gap. That alone right there let you know it's high probability. Then we got an order block forming from another order block. Well, not yet. We got to wait. Wishful thinking. Now we get it. So boom. I'm going to clone this. This become an order block. So now I feel comfortable putting my stop loss behind this order block. Cause I'm expecting, since price already mitigated it and respected it, I don't think we coming back to it. So now we got an order block right here that formed off of this one. I really learned from like watching price for a minute, like I just be following the order blocks whenever I'm trying to trail price. So okay, we got this order block that just got formed off of this one and it created a fair value gap. So now I'm thinking let's trail behind the 50% of this wick right here. I don't know, cause another thing I noticed is like it's really safe when you got two PD arrays between you and price. Cause I used to trail it behind the most recent PD array, but when you let two PD array be between price and your stop loss, you good. I ain't gonna lie, some people, they would have saw this inversion and been like, but it got inverted right again. So look, remember phases of price, expansion, expansion, expansion. So if we was respecting this, we wouldn't have been expanding again. We wouldn't have disrespected it. First off, we would have probably made like some kind of hammer counter and came and took me out. So all right, we real close to TP. So we got a fair value gap and an order block. In my head, I bring my stop loss right here. So we saving a band. Got TP. And on the week, we up 6 bands, baby. We up 6 bands, baby. Man, look, just remember, this is my A+ setup. High time frame order flow gives us our drawn liquidity. And this equals our bias. And then I'm looking for one of these scenarios to play out. I want to see a time-based liquidity sweep within high time frame. No, I'm gonna just say plus delivery from high time frame FVG. But sometimes though, it could just be a sweep of liquidity plus delivery from high time frame FVG. Or it can also be just delivery from high time frame FVG. But nah, that's kind of redundant because you still gonna get a sweep within delivery from a high time frame FVG. But that's basically my high time frame setup, bro. Like, and like I think other than this, you know, I might incorporate daily profiles weekly profiles, 10 a.m. PO3, or like daily PO3, because notice how this setup was below midnight at 8:30, which is in a deep discount. And I'm pretty sure the daily open, which is formed at 6 p.m., we was under that too. This was the real open, the 6 p.m. candle. So we was under daily open, midnight open, and 8:30. And we swept yesterday low in the daily fair value gap. News already printed. Got an IFVG model. CISD at stock open right here. It don't get no better than it. But hey, it's been real. I'm gonna get up with y'all pretty soon. I'm gonna drop some more videos on this same setup happening in September. I'm telling y'all, I see it happen almost every other day. All you looking for is a sweep of a key level and a reaction. If you get that sweep of a key level within a high time frame FVG, that's A plus. RP Dolph. Rest in peace, Young Dolph. But yeah, on this next one, I'm gonna get into some psychological tips that I feel like really helped me out to detach from the money. Cause a lot of times when I first started trading, like I went on a win streak, I got overconfident. I was highly attached to my P&L, constantly watching it, constantly coming back. But you really can't make decisions until the counter close. Cause you gotta think right now, this replay mode. But imagine if you was right here, right? Let's go back. Imagine if you was right here, cause we can't see the candles forming. Now this candle right here, at first when this opened, it went all the way down, and it looked like a juicy bearish candle at first. And you coulda got scared and closed early. Then you would have saw it do this, and then 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 this. So replay mode really showed me that I cannot get scared when the candles are forming. I gotta wait until they close, because the bodies tell the story, and the candle don't mean nothing until it closes. So if you start reacting mid-candle because it moved real fast like that, don't let that shake you, bro. You gotta take a deep breath, focus on your breath, calm down, take your eyes off the chart. Go talk to your girl. Go take a walk. If you at work, watch YouTube, turn on Netflix, set alerts, and get your eyes off the screen. Stop micromanaging your trade. I'm really talking to myself, but I know I'm talking to somebody else out there that they be doing the same thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. It's been real. You know, happy trading. Hope y'all make some money. Hope y'all pass y'all evals. Hope you get funded. If you're trading a live account, I hope you flipping it. I'm hoping you make 10, 20, 30, $100 million a month. Don't forget to get you some Bitcoin, man. It's really a hack. Trading plus Bitcoin. Can't lose. But it's been real, y'all, though. Love y'all. Peace.